Okay, let's talk about these tools are here. With this click, you can open, move, rotate, scale, and the pivots. The collision tools and the gravity tools I explained in the next lesson. For example, we have an object, we have a scene, and we want to move the object. For example, let's bring with a simple object, simple a coin, and simple sphere. Look at that. For example, if you click this object, you can see the gizmo will be appear here. That simply you can move it. If you want to move it up, you can move it up and down. You can click on it and type any number that you want and to moving up. Backspace to delete that. With this handle, you can move it in any direction, X, Y, and Z if you want. With this handle, you can rotate it in any degree that you want. For better understanding, I can rotate this object in any direction that I want. This is rotation. And another tool is moving on the pivot. You can see the pivot and the center of the object is at the bottom of that. If you click on this handle and click and drag, it's automatically change the direction and snap to any curve on the other object. Then you can place it on any surface with this tool or at the surface, the ground. Look at here. This is transform tool. If you want to just activate rotation tool, you can see here. You can rotate in any direction that you want, or you can directly type any number. For example, this. Nice. With the Ctrl Z, you can come back to previous tool. So you can rotate in any direction that you want with this tool. This is a scale object. You can scale uniformly with click and drag at the center of the object or in specific direction that you want. Nice. This is 3 tools that you can access here. Another important thing is pivot tool. For example, toggle between local and world. For example, if we have this object here and we rotate it, if you rotate it in this degree, you can see the gizmo is it's always in up in this direction, and it does not change according to the object because it's set to the word. It means it's just fixed in a word direction of this, the direction of the word, the direction of the software. It means it's the word. But if you toggle it in local, it snap. You can see it's snap to the direction of the object. It means in a local direction, you can see the local direction is always perpendicular to the surface, and it's rotate based on the direction of the object. But if you toggle in a word, it's always perpendicular to the ground, the word ground of the software. Nice. Another thing is here, you can activate it, and then you can change the pivot, edit the pivot. Holding your mouse, you can see you can reset your pivot or center pivot. You can see in this object, sorry for my voice. In this object, if you turn on the changing the pivot is the center of the object at the bottom of that. But if you want to center up object at this point of the object, you can hold in your mouse, click in here and drag it in this direction. And now the pivot the object comes there. Don't forget to turn it off and then go to the rotation. Now you can see the center of the object changing, and you can rotate the object based on the pivot point. So here you can change the pivot point. First, you can reset pivot and it's come back to original pivot, and you can reset it. So it's very important to change the pivot, the object. For example, in this object, the pivot, if you click it, the pivot is in the bottom of this person. So for example, in a light, if you want to change direction of the light or direction of the object based on based on this pivots, you can. The pivot of the object is a button. The rotation is based on the pivot. If you change the pivot, you can change it here. Turn it on, and with these three gizmos, or here you can change the pivot based on any location. Turn it off again, and you can see the object are rotating and moving based on this pivot. Nice. Then you can hold in your mouse and reset pivot. Okay, that's it. In the next lesson, we are going to explain new tools that are collision and gravity and move with collision. That's very handy to organize your object in a scene. And another important panel with the move, scale, and rotation tool is here. This panel, transform panel. If you click it, you can see the position of the object based on the center of the software. You can manually change the rotation of that. For example, if you want to reset all the rotation, you can double click here and make it a 0 and bring all the rotation to this original 0, 0. You can see we scale the object not in a separate direction, and our object are missed its uniformly. You can just give the same number here, for example, the same number to scale it uniformly. So you can access all of the position, rotation, and scale in X, Y, and Z direction here. You can change the size of the object. It's in scale by percentage, and you can see the size of the object. It's very important if you want to create a scene. You can see, for example, the height of this boy here. It's in Z direction. You can see the color here, blue, green, and red. This is in size. Imagine it's a box around the person or the object. You can see the X. You can see the X size, Y size, and the Z size. That's the height of this boy. You can see this. The transform panel is very important if you want to create an accurate and very nice size scene. So you can access all of the transform here. You can turn it off or on here. It's working with transform, rotate, and scale tool.